And we are very happy on behalf of the Raza Foundation to welcome you all to this unusual exhibition. Unusual in the sense we have called it the last works. Perhaps we should have called it great works. These are works which were done by Raza during his 5.5 years in Delhi. In a room, in 2 rooms that he occupied in the Raza Foundation building. The building was paid for by him, but it was registered in the name, upon his instant, registered in the name of the Raza Foundation. So after coming, after 3-4 days, he asked me, I'm a trustee. How can I be living in these 2 apartments, making personal use of trust property? So fixed up a rent. So I fixed up a rent, and unto his death, he used to pay a monthly rent to the foundation. All these works are only part of something like more than 500 works that he did in 5.5 years. His daily routine consisted in painting and living. And as you can see, perhaps, that he is recalling what he had done before. But he is also having a new sense of, let me say, freedom. And therefore, when a master feels free, he does many things without bothering about the consequences, whatever it is. So he put, and we have put the last incomplete canvas at the beginning. Raza was, of course, in many ways an unusual man. During the period that he lived here, from 29 December 2010 midnight to 23rd July 2016 afternoon, he had 13 exhibitions. 5 in Delhi, that shows 3 in Calcutta, 3 in Mumbai, and 2 in London. Creativity at its wildest, at its maddest, and yet an irrepressible creativity in some sense. This exhibition has been put together. We had asked Naya to write an essay, which she very happily and promptly did. We are planning a book on this last phase. We have already published a catalog resume. We are planning a book on the last phase, which I can continue to say last, but it should really be called late. I've called it ANTIMA. ANTIMA is a title of a book of poems by Sumitra Nagpan, published when I was 56 or 7 or something, 58. And that happened to be also the year when I had a sister, youngest sister born. So I named her ANTIMA. But then I suddenly remember that these are the last, although you would see for yourself, but there is no sense of lastness in them. There is only a sense of lateness, if you like. And it is not as if he is bidding farewell. He has no notion, at least not in his work, that he is now calling it a day. He was intervening in the day. He was intruding into the day. He was refusing to go into the night. He was painting in the day. So it's a evidence of his vast work. Akhilesh, the well-known painter, who's also a trustee, has helped us to put put it together. And Udayan Vajpayee will be soon taking over as the managing trustee of Raza Foundation. And we are grateful to Akar Prakar Gallery, Navya Madhya Art Gallery, Aryan Art Gallery, India International Center, India Habitat Center, Triveni Center for their support and collaboration to celebrate Raza Utsav. This is part of a month-long Raza Utsav. I, for one, believe in life itself as an Utsav. And I have been accused of being Utsav Dharmi. I don't mind. I don't care. Go to hell. You live in your hell, I live in mine. But we are doing this. So this is the exhibition of Raza. Then we have Art Matters on 14th of February, when we have a session on looking at art. And 4 people connected with arts, and we're talking Vandana Kalra, Jyoti Katpalia, Jyoti Hayana, and Anubhav Nath. It will be in the IIC. On the 15th, we have a session on poetry on migration, in which poets from Hindi, English, Urdu, Assamese, and Odia will be taking place. This will be in the India Habitat Center. We have a session of Aaj Kavita on the 17th of February. There's a film made by a French director, Raza, called The Very Essence. It will be shown which day?
I think
18th of February. Okay. On 19th and 20th of February, another eminent person who contributed partly to the Raza Foundation funds was the eminent Hindi writer Krishna Sopti. She gave us a crore in 11 So her birth centenary we are organizing on 1920, in which more than 40 young writers from all over the country will be participating in today's seminar. On 22nd, 25th. 22nd is Raza Saab's birthday. So we are having a large number of events taking place in Mandla, where he is buried, where several years ago, 103 years ago, he was born nearby. And then we end the Kumar Gandhar Memorial Lecture on 26th February, India Habitat Center. Now, you would agree, this is a long list, but I would like you to pay attention to the fact that we are not only celebrating visual arts, we are celebrating poetry, we are celebrating classical music, we are celebrating fiction and literature, we are celebrating everything that is created by man in India, by women. In fact, we are extremely grateful that one of Raza Saab's oldest friends, Dr. Pran Tambar, is here. When Raza Saab went in his 15s to Paris for the first time, one of the close friends was Dr. Pran Tambar. He is already 98. एक मिसरा है, अगले वक्तों के हैं ये लोग, इन्हें कुछ न कहो. Is one of them, and we have another eminent person with us, a close friend for many years, Marg. Yes. So, Dr. Talwar, would you like to say a few words? And then it's formally inauguration.
Well, first of all, I want all of you to appreciate the effort.
Oh, yes.
to make this, what title? What is it?
Month.
Month, the whole month, devoted to Raza and his work and his life. When I knew Raza, came to know Raza in 1952, that was in Paris. Both of us were given fellowships by the government of France to come to Paris or to France, anywhere, and do whatever we are doing and advance it further. And you see, interestingly, both of us, although we had different professions completely, but both of us lived in the same maison, in the same hostel, so it's called Maison de France. I had, of course, a room, but you know, his room was only for 2 years. But thereafter, it was gone to leave France. And he shifted to the top of the building, Maison de Provence, where they usually store given up items. And look at this person, this artist of standing, moving into there because he wanted still to continue, even though his scholarship was over. He was remarkable. And I recall, you know, when I used to return from my work, which was at the Institute Pasteur, it was a variable time, but many times fairly late in the evening. I knew that Raza, whose fellowship is over, would be residing somewhere in the top. And I used to go there to greet him and to insist that let us eat something. I'm hungry. And I used to take him over. In France, even the restaurants serve meals within certain hours. So it was usually later than that. But something or the other was always available. And I'm so happy that I did so. Because this person who was unique in many ways, he had so many qualities, and he still wanted to persist with his painting in Paris. And so I, in a way, lauded that effort and supported at least the fact that he should eat something, not nothing, during the whole day. When I was leaving France for Germany, where I got a Humboldt fellowship, he came to me and said, please take this as my gift for you. These are the paintings which are very valuable today in the international market. But they are, issues which tie us with his memory. And when he shifted to India, we were very happy. And before he did so, he made a few trips. Ultimately decided to shift. And I'm so happy that we could get that place where you and Joe are maintaining the Raza Foundation. I think so. Yes. I'm very happy that this place is being maintained, and that you are doing many things to let the new generation know that there was an artist of Indian origin, who reached a level of, this is not his best works, let me say so. And but you see whose paintings, some of the period before we became too old, so to say, well, they are world renowned, and they are really, it's a great treat to possess them, whosoever does. Of course, I could never afford them. But he gave me a few, even here, before he gave me a couple of things here and there, which are hanging in my home now. I appreciate with the great sorrow that he's gone. But he was a man which had outstanding qualities, including the talent of being an original painter of a new time, of his own creative time. And he was very Indian. So would you please join me and our chairman to pay homage to him today. Thank you so much.
Well, friends, Raza's generosity is legendary. And he used to say, I want to help now that I can afford to help, because I have been helped. And people who helped him included Syed Ashfaq Hussain, who used to run Express Block Studio where Raza was employed before he left for France. He used to live in a chawl, but there was a murder, so he was advised not to go back to that chawl. So Mr. Syed Ashfaq Hussain, his employer, offered him that you, after the work is over, in the evening, you can sleep. So he used to sleep on the table on which he used to work through the day. But more importantly, later when he got a fellowship, he didn't have the money to pay for the sea passage, to go by a boat, by sea. So it was Syed Ashfaq Hussain who paid for his fare from Bombay to Marseille. And I am so grateful and happy that two of his sons, Syed Ashfaq Hussein's sons, Asif Hussain Sahab and Khalid Hussain Sahab, are here this evening. I'd like to speak. Incidentally, I may also mention that he was helped by thank you very much. Who knows what help would take a turn in history? But see, simple humans, empathetic help can make what unforeseen results. So thank you very much, your father did. Incidentally, he was helped by 3 Jews. By Walter Langemann, who was the editor of Times of India, by Rudi von Leiden, who was an Austrian Jew, and by Lenger. They all had run away from the growing Nazism in Europe, and they settled in Bombay. And they all helped. One of them bought shoes for him. One of them gifted him, as far as I remember, an overcoat, which he didn't have.
French coat.
So, friends, we are celebrating the late works of a master. And we are very grateful that all of you are here. Please look at them a little more carefully, and perhaps you have so far. And in the glow of the masterly departure of a great artist. Thank you. And now, shall the wine flow?